Hey YouTube, what's going on? I'm Chris.
I'm Carly.
And this is CNC Reptiles.
Dad, what's in the box?
You mean this box marked perishable?
Yes.
Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and for those of you that have been on this journey with us for a while, we appreciate you coming back. And if you're new here, Carly, what do we need them to do?
Subscribe, like, and hit the bell.
Hit that bell so that you know that we have new content. So why are we here today? Well, it's this box marked perishable. So what we're actually doing today, guys, is we are doing a review, unboxing review, if you will, of Big Cheese rodents. So before we get there, let's talk a little bit about why we're doing this. So as you guys know, if you've been following the channel, we've been getting rats from a local source here in the Houston area, and it's been fine. There's really not been anything necessarily wrong with it. However, the last bag of rodents that we got, I was less than impressed with. Nothing necessarily wrong with them. I mean, they're fine. It just I don't know, just kind of hit me wrong the way that we got them. So I started looking into some of the other options that may be out there. Now, I'm big on supporting local businesses, which is why we started with the one here close to us. But as I started kind of looking online, looking at YouTube reviews, there were two main ones that that most everybody used. It was Rodent Pro, and then there was Perfect Prey. Rodent Pro is definitely the kind of bulk and maybe cheaper way to go if you're wanting to get rodents online. And so the thing is, when you kind of looked at some of the reviews, they were kind of packaged the way that we got the ones here locally. When you looked at Perfect Prey, they were actually really nice. They were lined out really nice on kind of the meat trays that you might see when you get meat at the store, and air sealed and everything. But they were definitely on the higher end, and so you'd be looking at you know, $2.50 per rodent, which is definitely on the higher end. And so just kind of looking around and trying to decide which one, I actually happened upon a company called Big Cheese. Now, Big Cheese is actually right here in Texas, in Fort Worth. We're actually up in the DFW Metroplex visiting family quite often. But it is here in Texas, maybe not necessarily in Houston, but here in Texas. So that definitely piqued my interest. And then when you took a look, I only could find maybe one or two reviews online, and they are moderately priced, so let's say in between Rodent Pro and Perfect Prey, but they're packaged much more nicely like Perfect Prey, at least what I saw. So ultimately, guys, that's kind of why we decided to go the way that we decided to go. Was not really happy with, again, the last shipment that we got. So really kind of taking a look at, hey, maybe let's try to see if we can find a new source for rodents. Ultimately, guys, you want quality in and quality out into your animals. If you're putting very good, healthy, quality rodents into your animals, ultimately they're going to grow and they're going to thrive much better than obviously if you're putting more lower end stuff. So all that being said, guys, let's take a look at what we got. All right, guys, so here is the box. So first and foremost, like I said, this is from Big Cheese. So looks like it's packaged pretty good. Obviously, it's marked perishable there. So we've got some tape here. Got these big staples in here, so we definitely want to be careful with that. Now, I will tell you guys, for the order that we placed, which is not, I guess, probably considering the size of the box, not the biggest order we could have placed, but it feels very, very solid. So, all right. So, oh, let's see here. What's that? Maybe this is probably just the invoice here. There you go. So from Big Cheese, right? And yep. So that's just our invoice there. Let's put that to the side, and let's get to the. Definitely got to watch out for these staples. Those are some monster staples. All right. Well, I can already feel right now, guys, it's pretty cold, so I'm assuming there should be some dry ice. So this is just insulation, looks like. Yep. Man, that must be the dry ice right there. That is. Holy crap, guys. So, guys, they literally sent this yesterday, and it was overnighted to us. Like I said, this is here in Texas. Look at that. Look at that amount of dry ice they sent for literally one night. That's amazing. That's an amazing amount of dry ice. So they don't skimp on the dry ice, which is a good thing. So, all right, so this is what I wanted to see, guys. So, in essence, what I got was 3 orders of the small rats and then 3 of the weens. So, for small rats, those look pretty chunky. So, it's 15 small rats per. So, oh, there's the weens. All right, so we got, here's the difference in, let's see if y'all can see that here. There's a small rat versus the wean rat. So you get 15 small rats in a pack and 20 wean rats in a pack. And when I was watching these on different reviews, I guess I should say, on Facebook, I really like the idea of them being packaged. Number one, they're vacuum packed, and then they come on these like meat, I don't know, whatever these little meat cartons that you would see when you get meat. So we got 3 packs again of the weens, and all of them look really good. All look fairly equal as far as size. Maybe one or 2 look a little bigger than the others. Let's see here. And then these are back to the small rats. Yeah, all those look pretty good. Fairly clean. There's a little bit. You can see a little bit of maybe dirt on here that you would probably see on almost any of them because these are white. It's probably going to show up a little bit more. And then basically that's the bag and the rest of the insulation. So in essence, they just insulated the box entirely and then had these down inside of it with all that dry ice down there. Just a great amount of dry ice for the shipment that they sent us. So what we're going to do is, I think what I'm going to do just to figure out which one we're going to open first, I'm going to, it will be the weens. We don't need the smalls right now. Obviously the girls are not quite big enough for smalls, but they are big enough to start going into the weens. I know it won't give me necessarily an accurate measurement per rat, but I think I'm gonna weigh this whole thing, and I'll weigh all 3 of them and get kind of an average. And whichever one comes out with the smallest average, that'll be the one that we open first, right? Because I wanna leave these as, leave the ones vacuum sealed as long as I can. It states on their website, actually, this will last up to 2 years. As long as it stays vacuum sealed. So I think that'll work out really, really well. So, I'm gonna weigh those out, and like I said, we'll come up with an average per rat. That'll be the one that we open up, and then we'll actually weigh those out, the one that we open like we normally do, and we'll kind of bag those separately as we should go through those. So overall, guys, pretty impressed with what we've seen out of this. So we'll do a little bit more, and then we'll kind of come back with a follow-up on it. All right. All right, guys, so real quick, I'll show you this kind of what I was talking about. So I've got my scale here. Obviously, it's zeroed out, and I'm just going to weigh each individual pack. So that's 870 grams. Let's see, this next one is 843 grams. And then the last one, wow, that one's 970. So definitely a wide range of rats there. So this one here, that was the 843. So basically, if you look at that, that's what would that be? About 40 some odd. Yeah, 42 grams per, give or take, roughly. Obviously on a complete average. So what we'll do, this will be the one that we open up. I actually won't have you sit through watching us weigh each one individually, but we'll put this in kind of groups of 3. We might have to go a little bit bigger, maybe groups of 5, because I think the weens actually go from 30 grams, maybe up to 50 grams. So it's a little bit wider grouping than what we're used to with the rat pups, just going from 20 to 30. So all right, so this will be what we separate out, guys. Again, pretty happy with the purchase that we made here. All in all, it worked out to about $1 with shipping and everything. Now they did have a shipping special going on of $29 flat, and they are here in Texas, like I mentioned before. But with shipping and everything, I got all these for it's like $1.53. No, it actually wasn't. It was $1.48. That's what it was. It was $1.48 per, which I think is fantastic for weens and smalls. So you'll be seeing these obviously in future feeding videos, but we'll get these all separated out. All right, guys, there you go. So there is ultimately the unboxing and review of our big cheese rodents, right? And we think overall, that our snakes are going to be happy with these. We think it's good quality animals that ultimately will help our snakes thrive. So overall, you know, when we looked at these, so there's 20 weans in a package of weans from this company. When we weighed them out individually, so one actually was 28 grams, which technically is under the gram weight that you would expect to wean. A wean is anywhere from 30 to 49 grams. So one was 28 grams, so it was under. Two were actually 50 or higher. So like a 51 and a 50, I think is what we got. And so that's actually a small rat. So of the 20, 17 actually fell in what you would consider a wean rat. When you looked at those, I think we had 6 that were actually under 40 grams. And so the rest were actually over 40 grams. So definitely when you're looking at big cheese rodents, you're going to be getting, at least in this packet, we'll see when we open the other packets, if that kind of holds true, but it seems like they're on the larger side of any individual category when you get a packet of them, which is great. I mean, you know, it definitely can help the snakes grow quickly if that's what you're going for. Not necessarily what we're going for. We're growing them as they need to grow, not really pushing them towards anything. But it's nice to have good quality, again, rats going in. So overall, guys, that was the review. So Carly, what is our fun fact for today?
It's better to feed your snakes at night because they are nocturnal.
They're nocturnal animals, right? And so it's actually kind of funny when we watch, as we've kind of seen these girls grow and start kind of understanding what they are and kind of their own individual personalities. Man, at night when they're hungry, they're all over the tubs, aren't they?
Especially cuties.
Especially cutie, man. They'll be at the front of the tubs. About the only time they're not is if they're about to go into shed. If they're going into a shed cycle. And so overall, yeah, feeding them at night. We actually started out feeding them really, really late at night, like 11:30, 12. And that worked out fine. There was nothing wrong with it. But now we're actually able to feed them more around 9, which is a little bit better for us. We're not having to wait up all night just to feed them. And so yeah, so it's worked out really, really well. So overall, guys, we appreciate you coming along. Appreciate you enjoying this journey with us. And we will see you next time. Bye.